the sort of depth of Pikachu knowledge that they really should. And we'll see whether that's good. You know, there are going to be a lot of knowledge checks, and let's see whether Stimulus Fly is going to be able to make it work. Sorry, Stimulating Fly. Ew.
All right, starting off here on Pokemon Stadium 2. All right, Mr. L just starting off with a few up airs. Catching him standing on the platform.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted that side B. A little bit unfortunate. He eats some damage, and I will say with Pikachu, when you eat damage for no reason, it does kind of hurt. He's still very small, very light, and definitely Bowser Jr. has plenty of kill power between forward smash, jab at the ledge. Like, if you make one too many mistakes as Pikachu, you could just die at these horrifyingly low percents.
Oh my goodness. Going with the down air there. Almost killed off the side, even if he didn't get the spike on it.
Oh yeah, he was definitely looking for that thunder, but I love the juke from Stimulating Fly, just barely hanging back, and I can't, that's so strange. I guess he clanked with the forward smash, and because of that, Mr. L was able to get right in there.
Ooh, catching him with the quick attack. Catches him on the platform as well.
Good DI. You know, for all those Pikachu throws, you never want to just like, you never want to, oh!
Going out deep for that back air, able to secure that stock.
I mean, I like the idea behind that cannon shot, but you have to also respect the fact that Pikachu can go all the way out there in the blink of an eye, as well as has no risk in terms of returning back to the stage.
Getting a nice little bit of damage there off of that combo. Coming down here towards the ledge, gonna force him off, just gonna armor right through on.
And I will say that normally like Bowser Jr., his most popular approaching option is with that clown cart, but we're not seeing it that much, like in neutral. He grabbed him right out.
All right.
Yeah, it's been more of a disadvantage tool, and I think that one of the reasons why is that instead he's opting for things like forward air, back air, these big hitboxes that might be able to stop Pikachu from, you know, approaching at him from the air.
Coming down now. Ooh. Had to block the little Robo Koopa and just Stimulating Fly, able to take advantage of that situation.
Yeah, so much pressure from so many angles, and in the end, Mr. L kind of got poked through. And as it stands right now, Mr. L at these very low percents, but he's trying to find a kill. You can kind of see it. Looking for drag down there, something like that. And Stimulating Fly seems to be playing around it quite well at the moment. Look how comfortable he is despite his higher percent.
All right, put off stage now. Mr. L just going to get a falling up air on the clown cart.
Oh, and there's that forward air and back air. You know, even the weak hit, because at the very least it shuts Mr. L's approaches down.
Which is important. Mr. L has been getting so much off of these approaches.
Oh, not respecting the landing hitbox of that down air. We do have, oh, he catches
him.
That thunder was so good, and I think he also B-reversed it just to make sure he was going to stay on stage in case it did not work. But Mr. L, with that stock, he can now once again play more comfortably, looking for just damage. Things like grab into, oh, he was hoping for that neutral to send him off stage, but good DI from Stimulating Fly helps him dish out on huge damage.
Not enough to kill yet.
Yeah. And look at that, Pikachu trapped at the ledge. So many characters would be so scared of Bowser Jr. in that situation, but Pikachu just does not care.
Ooh, gets the single hit jab, just no follow-up on it though. All right, gets the rapid jab that time, just gonna send Mr. L off stage.
Yeah, and it's the sort of thing where Bowser Jr. as a character, a lot of the crux of his game plan involves mix-ups. And I think that single jab was probably some type of mix-up as well. Oh, but no mix-ups involved. Just throw out that up air, and it's going to catch Mr. L on the way down. And we actually have a pretty even game here. 54% on Bowser Jr. Yeah, it's not nothing, but at the same time, that was basically the equivalent of a single Pikachu combo. Yeah. So.
Ooh, able to get the back here. All right, no follow-up off of the clown card though. Mr. L able to turn the advantage.
Ooh, ooh, no way. Okay,
all right, not enough to kill yet.
Yeah, I know that you can get the sweet spot, but I believe it's frame perfect. And with this much of a lead, he didn't want to risk missing that. Instead, just got the guaranteed damage with the forward smash. Mr. L still looking like he's in a great position here. Another one of those edge guards, and that time it works. I love how he jumped out there to threaten the Thunder, and that basically cut off the high recovery. He didn't actually Thunder. Instead, he went back down to the ledge and threw out that forward smash. Basically, at that point, Stim had to recover at the very least in that general zone. So great stuff to Mr. L as he takes game 1.
Yeah, pretty commandingly too. Just had most control of most situations. Always felt like Stimulating Fly was playing from behind and from like disadvantage.
Yeah. Look at this. I want to watch this edge guard again. This was so good. First of all, he had been getting hit by the landing part of that down air for so much of the earlier parts of that game, and that time around he had learned his lesson, held shield, and was actually able to eventually convert that into a stock. So whatever knowledge, matchup knowledge that maybe Mr. L was lacking at the beginning of this set, he is learning in real time. So, if there were any gimmicks, I don't know if Stimulating Flies are really going to be able to rely on them, especially as this match drags on into game 2.
Yeah, here we are on Battlefield this time. A bit of change of the scenery. Mr. L does not care about that. Getting the damage, sending him off stage. Went for the forward smash a little too early there. Stimulating Fly able to hold back a little bit.
We do have a much more even, these two trading blows, which if you're Stimulating Fly, that's actually pretty good. And actually, he has a lead with an explosion there. That's big damage, a possible edge guard. But look at that, those Thunder Jolts coming back on the way down. He doesn't have a chance to get any type of ledge trap or anything in that vein started.
Yeah, Mr. L going to the top platform here, just saying, I'm not approaching the ground when that Mecha Koopa is out. I do not want to deal with that situation.
Wow, I love the fact that Mr. L took, as you said, took his time on those platforms and managed to find the opening in order to get back down to the ground. And once he did, it leads to all of this stage control. Is just giving him all of the leverage he needs. Where did the ball come from?
I don't know when he got that off.
It took forever. I do actually really like that, the fact that he recovered to the exact zone that cannonball was going to fall at. Some cute little recovery tools from Stimulating Fly.
All right, pairs the back air, just uses it to take the advantage of the situation just to get back down to the ground.
Oh, that jab not actually going to be killing, but that up smash, that was the sort of thing that's normally reserved for a big call out of like, I think you're going to jump. But Stimulating Fly at this point is playing a lot more grounded with these higher percents, but nice job catching the grounded, dropping of the shield. And so, Stimulated Fly, will he actually be able to get the kill here? He does with a forward throw.
Yeah, evening things right back up. Just putting Stimulating Fly putting some pressure on the shield right now, but Mr. L gonna just get these back air chains.
I feel like he was SDIing in.
Oh my goodness, catching him going high.
I feel like that's like one of the MOs of Pikachu, where he is going to either kill you at 150 with a dash attack or at 12.
Ooh, got the loops going.
Oh, man. And this is something that up until this moment, Stimulating Fly didn't have to deal with. The combo game wasn't quite there. He's just going to Thunder over and over again. What are you going to do about it?
Oh my goodness. Mr. L just running away with this game now. Gonna get hit by the jab still on the top platform.
But at this low percent, jab is good damage, but he needs more than those tiny little hits. He needs a huge comeback to happen pretty much immediately. Otherwise, Mr. L is going to take this lead all the way to the bank because look at that. A forward air sends him off stage, and that sets up for another one of those edge guards that we've already seen can work in Mr. L's favor.
All right, opting to go to the top platform once again, just not dealing with the setups. Stimulating Fly sitting up on that bottom plat.
Okay, a little bit of an overextension, trying to punish a high recovery, but Mr. L, even if he loses advantage, it's only for a moment as, Stimulating Fly still can't get much started. That jab is once again good damage, and it is possible that Mr. L could die at this point. I think, Stimulating Fly needs to close out the stock immediately because any more damage he takes, he's not yet at dash attack kill percent. As soon as he does, then things become so much harder. Never. Yeah, with that Thunder Jolt, I think that was enough. And 2-stock. Was game 1 also a 2-stock? No, game 1 was a 1-stock. So, I think that there were some nice adjustments from Stimulating Fly, but by the end, Mr. L, he gained momentum. He figured out what he needed to be doing, how to be getting stocks. Look at that, 33%.
Oh
It's just dead.
It was such a clean stock, that second stock that he took. And then just getting the immediate turnaround dash attack.
Yeah,
just catching stuff, like trying to cross up.
So, actually, that's really nice to see, you know, as a Westchester player. I think that Mr. L is one of the only Westchester players in attendance right now.
Him and Jay Grunt are in attendance.
I know that. I think it might just be the two of them. So Westchester is this region that has really leveled up, and Mr. L is one of those players that's gotten better and better. So it's nice to see him traveling a bit, and I'm really excited to see, you know, how he's actually going to fare, you know, as we get deeper and deeper into bracket.
Well, if he's playing like that all the way through the bracket, scary.
I mean, speaking of deep in bracket, we are seeing one of those deep